Hello there. This is another live stream, and so you're very welcome to join and to have a conversation with me, or just to listen. I mean, it's really not needed to ask any questions. If there's just the need to listen and questions are just not arising, then that's okay. That's no problem. That's beautiful too. So it's just up to you, actually. So yes, I'm organizing a retreat the 9th, 10th, and 11th of December in Holland, in a very nice place in the countryside, where we have firewood to make it nice and warm, and a really nice place, and in the attic or in the loft, I don't know exactly the word for it, but in the above the farm there's place for 15 people to stay, and you all have beautiful beds, warm, nice, cozy. And every day there will be things, sharing, talks, also a lot of silence, and just beautiful people to connect with, and also to have the to be able to have the experience that there's absolutely no difference between any of us. So this retreat is coming up quite soon. I am also busy for other retreats to happen next year. So I will let you know, and I will put them on my events page, which is new, on my website, and I will write them in Dutch and in English for whoever wants to read about it. So this is it. This is life. Simply this. The simple expression of everything. Being observed by everything. Being listened to by everything, which is not listening, but it's like everything is everything is held on, everything is held on to, and nothing is held on to. It's like, it's the unseen magic that's happening for everyone and for everything. And I forgot to say that when you want to talk and you would like to have some questions being spoken about, you need to sign into Skype. So you need to have a Skype account, and you give me you send me on my Skype account, which is my name 72, all in small letters, and you ask for me to answer your request. to be able to speak through Skype. Something is... Oh, wait. Okay. So this is not about doing doing an act or doing something special. This is just about everything happening as it is happening. So we don't have to dress up. I mean, we can, we do, and we... If that's what's coming up, you like to dress up, or you had this creativity happening, and that's great. I mean, that's a part of this expression, but it's not about it, because this is just about everything is an act. Everything is just creativity being expressed. Wonderful and nasty and ugly and painful and helpless and destructive. It's all this great mystery in which our lives and death and everything is happening. And that's it. That was it. Nothing else to say. Just plain silence. Which is what you are. Just plain silence. Dancing like a tango, or dancing like a R&B hip hop movement, or just no dancing, no apparent dancing, but it is dancing. Everything is dancing. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to love dancing like I love dancing, because it is all dancing. Without any control, just the surrender and the not knowing of the of the stream in which knowing appears for everything. You can be famous, you can be poor, you can be ill, you can be destructive, aggressive, sad, full of desires. It's all the same. There is no difference. There is only energy being expressed as emotions, as movement, as a body that is acting, as thoughts that are just appearing, coming and going. And it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And that is so shit. Why is it not going anywhere? Why can we not just reach the highest top of the mountain, the most desired successful position in your career? Why can you not reach the love of your life? And why isn't there anybody who sees you? Or why isn't there any health, a healthy body? It should be like that. It should be like this. And that's where it should go to. Because the way it is now, it's painful. It's bitter. It's sad. It's empty. It's unfulfilling. It's devastating. And yes, that's what it could be. Or that is what is being experienced. It's not what could be, it's what's being experienced. And that's all. That's all in the moment. That's not going anywhere. That's not going to be improved in this moment. That's what it is. And that's where the freedom lies, to let it just as it is, just as devastating, brilliant, painful, desireful, exhausting. It is. It's being experienced. Not knowing is absolutely freedom. Not knowing is being naked. is just being naked as you are, as your nature. Because there is nothing to know. It's just only an idea. There's absolutely nothing to know. I don't know, you don't know, the universe doesn't know, my cats don't know, my friend doesn't know, my parents don't know, my teacher doesn't know, the books don't know. It's all energy. It's all just plain energy, appearing as words in a book, being expressed as verbal communication through relationships, through interaction with others. And that's just what it is. Nothing more. Completely abstract in its beauty, in a way. There's just energy. And this talking is just, yeah. I was talking the other day with somebody in a private session, and it's so beautiful because it doesn't actually really matter what you're saying, you know? You can see each other through the screen, you can listen, you can hear the resonance of the words, but there's just energy being expressed, exchanged, listened to, received, and that's all. That's the great It's the most beautiful. Nothing needs to be said. Nothing needs to be known. I don't know anything. I have never searched in knowing. But that's just me. There's many others who do search in knowledge, in books, in theories, philosophies. Everything that can be researched is an experience. Anything that's being experienced is an experience. There is only an experience. And this experience seems personal. It seems that I am having this experience, or you are having this experience, but there's actually just the illusion of it. I mean, if you go to sleep at night and you have a dream, I mean, who is experiencing this? Is it you? Is it you who chose to experience what you were dreaming in the night? Or is it just happening? Is it just some, I don't know. I mean, it's amazing what is being dreamt at night. I mean, I am amazed what I'm dreaming during the night when I wake up in this experience. it's just incredible how inventive and how surrealistic and abstract these dreams are. And yet, when I wake up in this dream, there are thoughts coming up like, yeah, but this gave me this certain feelings, sensations, and also like the idea of, yeah, but that was really happening, wasn't it? It was, I really felt something, and I was really scared, or I was really in love, and it was all very intense things happening during a dream at night. But it's just a dream, right? That's what we say to each other. Oh, but that was just a bad dream, or it was, yeah, it was a beautiful dream. Wow, it was a beautiful dream. But then always, in the end, we always conclude with, yeah, but it was just a dream, right? And that's when our bodies are laying down, usually flat, horizontal, the opposite of what we're usually doing during the day when we're when we are vertical. And dreams are just happening. Dreams are just happening every night. And they're happening every day without you having the idea of dreaming. But this is just dreaming. Dreaming an experience. And experiences are never the same. They're never constant. But they may be fun, and they may be, you can have a really good time, or you may have a horrible time. But whatever time you're having, in the moment that you have this, it always goes by. It can never stay. You can never hold on to this beautiful moments when you just holding your newborn baby. It's just, it's there. There's a moment with this experience. And then there's the child. It's running through your house. It's chaos, and that moment is gone. Or the moment where you're losing someone very dear, and you're there. You're connecting to what's left of the one who's leaving. And it's just a moment. And this moment can be beautiful, can be very painful, can be the hardest moment of your life. And it's just a moment. It's an experience. And everything passes. And there is the knowing. There is knowing of everything that passes. It's just that the conditioning is built up that we tend to always hold on to what has been or what is going to be or what is happening. But when you're trying to hold on to something that is happening, you're always gone. You're not here. While you're here, while you are here, everything is here. There's only presence. But when you're trying to do like, yes, but you're so afraid that this will go, that you cannot stay with this. You're trying to grab it, it's like going like, and it's gone, it's gone. You can't have it, you can't keep it. You always grasp beyond the moment. So it's always just being with what's happening. Nothing more. Only this. The happening of sitting. The happening of looking, speaking, hearing sounds, the rain that's dripping, the ventilation of the computer. Everything is just moving without you doing anything. It's always a gentle, how can I say, this is like a gentle, it's love, that's what it is. It's just love. That's why it's gentle. Love is always here. Don't need to search for it. Don't need to go and get it. Don't need to hold on to it. Cannot hold on to it. Hmm. Why is it starting to rain? What makes the rain come down? I mean, we don't really know. It's just raining. Who needs an explanation for the simplicity of everything? It's just raining. And it's beautiful for the one who's listening to the rain. It's nasty or impractical for the one who has to go cycling through the rain. You have to put on your raincoat and you have to put on your maybe even your trousers. That's what we do in Holland, at least. And so there's response to rain as simple as rain is happening. I mean, and we can complain, and we can say like, yeah, shit, this, damn it, this rain again, or all day long there's rain, and there's a response, or there's a contra reaction, like, yeah, it's no good. But is the rain doing it on purpose? Is it raining because it wants to give you a hard time? No. There's just rain happening for no one and for everyone and for everything. But just rain. Right? No difference. Absolutely no difference with that it's night, it's dark. We have to close the curtains. We put on the lights. That's what we usually do when it gets dark. And that's it. The night didn't come because it didn't agree with the day, that it was such a nasty day, now it should become night. Come on, let's just get it over with. You should go day. Now there's night coming to take over. No, it just goes very gradually, goes very completely organically in the flow of life, in the flow, in the rhythm of everything. Night, day, day, night, rain, sun, thunder, clouds. And that's exactly what's happening here too, you know, arguing, talking, walking, discussions, loving, eating, pooing, bathing, sleeping, brushing the hair, everything. It's just happening. There's no difference, nothing at all with all the rest. That's just happening. How beautiful. How magical. Nobody is doing anything. And yet we do so many things. Everything. Oh. I wasn't tired, but now I am. Maybe it's the tea. The rain nearly stopped dripping. And it's the same with awakening. Awakening is just happening. Actually, everything is awakened. There's just what's happening is it's the falling away of the identification about being a someone. That is what's happening. So as identification is happening too, there is always a movement towards something. Always there will be moving towards something, because there is not the view of being a no one. But there really is no one. There's only the idea of someone, the someone who has ideas about the rain, the someone who has ideas about discussions, the someone who has pain from not getting what it wants, the someone who wants to hold on to things that are not here. That is also happening. It's all happening. Everything. And there's no judgment, there's nobody who's saying. It's like with children, you cannot ask a child to talk about this, for example. It's impossible. The child will just say, yes, shall we go and play? Where is the skipping rope? Let's go. Let's do skip with the skipping rope. No, why ever would a child want to talk about this? It just wants to play. It just wants to play. It just wants to experience life. The joy of exploration, the joy of discovering what will happen when you push that button, what's coming from a piece of clay when you put all your fingers in it and you bite it, and what, you know, that's the life. That's the life. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. It's no, not ever could a child, and I mean small children, up until, I don't know, 12 or so, talk about this that that is the thing that people are searching for their own fulfillment, that that thing that cannot be spoken about. No child will ever be able to speak about it. It's impossible. There's only playfulness, the longing to discover the world, even if the world is just one room, or even if the world is just the street outside. Discover, taste, smell, tear things apart, the textures, sound, screaming. I mean, why do people always, not people, I mean, why do children always scream, you know? There's just, only children have this. There's only children who like, you know, like screaming and everything. And this is just, they can't help it. That's just happening. Go to a school. There's a school here nearby. How you say that? Well, school for young children. And then in the when there's a break, it's like so much noise of all these children, and they're just expressing themselves. They are screaming. They're running around. They're running after each other. They are doing whatever they want, you know, playing as life is happening. And that is the brilliance of life. That is just this happening life as playfulness, utter and beautiful playfulness, where sometimes when you're running behind each other you just fall and you just scratch your knee, and it's and then it's pain, and then it's nasty, painful. Okay, then you get up and then you start to I don't know, limp with your leg, but you still you just can't stop playing, you know. But here with a parent, grown up, there's all the time this head that's going like, yes, I have to understand where this is about. I have to, it has to be logical, right? Logic is just another idea to keep your mind busy about anything that your mind can be busy about. But there's no logic in this. It's absolutely unlogical. It's totally abstract, and it's not going anywhere. Logic always goes from one to the other. There's always one thing leading to something else. Intelligence is, most of the time in our society, is a huge handicap. It's just an illusion about our Western world mostly, where intelligence is so highly rated, overrated. I mean, it's a skill. It can be a skill if you are doing research, if you're whatever, you have a brilliant mind. It can be fantastic, but it's also an expression of what everything is an expression of. But there's not a bigger value in being a very intelligent mind or expression than being someone who is absolutely in the gutter, knowing nothing, having absolutely no intelligence or intellectual intelligence at least about whatever you think there is to be known. So this is beautiful. This is just the diversity of all expressions, life's expressions, which all have the same source. We are all the same source. We are just each other. We are all everything. Yeah. And in that sense, nothing can really needs to be known. I mean, so questions may arise, but it doesn't matter if there's no questions. You don't have to have questions. It's not of any importance, actually. Just letting the energetic resonance happening is actually the only thing that's really happening, even though I'm blabbering about all this. It's not really important. For some people, it might be some kind of a recognition because you think that these words may resonate to you. It's like it can be, it may be, maybe. Usually it just goes by itself. It helps probably when you can understand the language. If you do like to ask questions, you can go to Skype, which I have, and it's my name, 72, all small letters. So then you can send me your ID and we connect, and then we can chat with each other here live on the Ustream channel. So it's just that you know that this is possible. You can also send a message, by the way. You can also send a question through Skype if you like. Yeah. This is not about knowing. How can there ever be anything that can be known when there is just love? Everything is held in love. And the knowing is in the love. And that's probably why we sometimes feel a certain sensation in the body, as the heart is like the magnet, and it has the dynamics of receiving and sending the love. It's like the organ of the physical expression that is, it's like it can grow and it can also close when it cannot receive this energy that love is. But it's just the apparent sensation of a physical experience, because love is everything. My big toe is love too, and my cup of tea is also a love, and all kind of things appearing is love. It's just that we think that there's a huge difference between things and reactions and the way life is being experienced. But there's an intimacy beyond all these ideas that is love. And love is not going anywhere. Love just is. Yeah. It's beautiful when you see. I always love the expression of children, obviously, but also of elder people, where the resistance to what I call, the middle part of this experience in life, like let's say from your 20s until your maybe 60s, so about 50 years of your life, there's usually so much to do that and all of these things that need to be done are usually done with a lot of willpower. It has to be like this. We need to arrange that. It has to go there. Blah 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 blah, and 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 then this is happening. It's what it is. But it's when you see the little generation, the young children, and the really elder generation, and you see this more like the relaxedness. There's just okay, well, children will just walk behind you. Okay, we go there. Okay, we go there. Okay, well, we'll go with you. And elder people is the same. Okay, well, if you have a parent or family or a grandmother or father or somebody that is not being able to walk, it's not so very mobile, then you just go together, and you just probably the grandpa or grandma is just following you, right? So following the following kind of expression or the movement is what life is doing most of the time, and this can happen because the willpower fell away, or it didn't arrive yet. With children, it didn't arrive yet. The identification didn't arrive yet. And when you're older, identification may be still there, but much less strong. So you just go easier with the flow of life. And that is very beautiful. That is what this is. It's just the flow of everything happening. Where you're just happening as the beautiful expression that you are, with all the ups and downs, and with all the desires, the ideas of that it's going to be there or that it was there. You're great. You're amazing. Yeah. Well, this was it for tonight. Thanks for watching and see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.